Learning on Distance Initiative. Learning on Distance Initiative. Learning on Distance Initiative. Learning on Distance Initiative.
Lodi, 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 handa ka na ba? Homeschool tutorial, hatid sa mga bata for the kids to continue learning, reading, writing, solving at home. Bringing education at home, oh.
Yeah, learning shouldn't stop doesn't mean we're at home. We should never step up. Mommy, daddy, tito, tita, mga lodi, maghanda na, stay at home. Learn at home, tayo na, tara na!
On a Monday morning, classrooms suddenly stood still. The blackboard, filled with scribbles of math equations, stared at empty and disarranged armchairs. Books were left on desks waiting to be opened on Chapter 3 as promised. Test papers stacked up high were anticipating to be marked as well. But no one came back. The classrooms that were once filled with voices of differing decibels are now filled with deafening silence. Days of no classes became weeks and turned into months. The once busy teachers were forced to halt and drop to whatever they were doing. Everybody was caged by COVID-19. However, this pandemic could not put out the fire of love for service and devotion of a man who has commissioned himself to help students reach their full potentials and goals in life. The sight of small children who had been just sleeping and playing and had been buried in their cell phones and television for a long time bothered Dr. Rodrigo Basco Jr. This gave birth to Learning on Distance Initiative, or the LODI program. His LODI program was determined to bring the classrooms to the students. Using free printable and available learning materials, other available books and references, he compiled reading and writing and counting worksheets. As a former preschool teacher, plus with the help of reading and searching books and references and seeking advice from education supervisors and some elementary teachers, he crafted some worksheets. From his own pocket, he bought pens, envelopes, and bond paper and produced sets of worksheets for the 120 learners in his own barangay, Barangay Pescadores, with the help of his nephews and nieces. 20 volunteers comprised of barangay and SK officials, parents, and others joined him in this noble cause. These volunteers distributed worksheets to children every week, focusing on kindergarten to grade 3 until the program was able to expand and reach the intermediate levels as well. They were also the ones who checked the worksheets before giving them back to the children. But it didn't end there. A week after, the program had reached 3,000 learners and volunteers kept on increasing. And when budget for the materials needed for the reproduction of worksheets became a challenge, Dr. Basco was overwhelmed by the pouring of donations everywhere. Even Congresswoman Sharon Garin of Ambis Uwa party list, along with Vice Governor Christine Garin, donated more than 800 books in science, math, and English for One Child, One Book project in cooperation with Children International. Not long, several towns and their barangays adapted the initiative. Dr. Basco untiringly visited all these barangays, even the far-flung areas, to meet his volunteers, orient them, and thank them personally. Instead of feeling exhausted, he even became more determined to continue what he had started, seeing how happy the parents and excited the children were every time they received their envelopes, and how fully supportive his volunteers, the LGUs, and the mayors were. The LODI program was also embraced by other provinces like Antique, Aklan, Capiz, Guimaras, Negros Occidental, Samar, and some other places from other regions such as Bukidnon, Albay, and Iligan. Indeed, a ripple had been created. Due to the postponement of the opening of classes, LODI continued sharing the printed worksheets to some areas in towns and cities. In the months where education was kept in closed institutions, Dr. Rodrigo Basco and all the volunteers found a way to bring it to every doorstep it can reach. After a year, the founder, in the person of Rodrigo Basco Jr., launched the Wheeled on Wheels Educational Pantry Project for learners on April 25, 2021, as a celebration of the anniversary of the Project LODI, or the Learning on Distance Initiative, with 500 youth who benefited from school supplies. Basco got an idea to put up an educational pantry in the solidarity spirit shown in the community pantry that is giving food, agricultural products, groceries, and more. This new initiative extended more on other places in the province of Iloilo.
Good morning, everyone. I believe on this saying, Proverbs 22, verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. LODI, Learning on Distance Initiative. Thank you, LODI program, for giving us the chance to study and to learn despite of this pandemic that we are facing right now. Thank you, Sir Lodi Basco, for initiating this program. We're humbly amazed with your sacrifices and efforts. You are truly a Lodi of every child like me. And thank you also to all the Lodi volunteers for giving and checking of our worksheets. May God Almighty keep you safe and healthy always. Proud to say, Lodi ako!
Hello everyone! Ako si Siway Patrice Ibalan sa Barangay Buga Igbaras. Nagapasalamat kid ako sa Lodi program ni Sir Lodi Basco. Nagsatanan yung mga teacher volunteers na nagbulig kay namon sa panahon kang pandemya. Sa tanan nga nag-donate kang amon mga school supplies, madamo gid mi salamat. On behalf of the other beneficiaries here in Igbaras, I want to say thank you to everyone who made this program possible. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
Mga bata natin, ang mga estudyante natin, and they will be striving for more knowledge. Thank you dahil pinunan mo ang kanilang uhaw sa kaalaman at binigyan mo ng halaga yung kanilang cravings na matuto. Maraming salamat and keep it up. Maraming salamat din sa mga sumuporta, and thank you for doing this for our kids, for our students, for our children. And may God bless you. Dumami pa ang lahi mo, ang may impluwensyahan mo sa mga maganda mong programa at sa magaganda mong mga layunin. Thank you so much, Dr. Lodi. Saludo kami sa iyo. Thank you so much.
With great passion can think of this kind of initiative. To never stop educating our children despite this pandemic, LODI, or Learning on Distance Initiative, started only in 4 barangays of Kimbay.
To the kids, well, keep it up, and I hope that this program has given you another perspective, and I would like to believe that it has inspired you to study well. And I hope that in another time, Sir
the learners in the municipality of Kimbay. And we fervently hope and pray that these learning materials will really go a long way in helping our learners learn and making their learning interesting, meaningful, and lasting.
Keep safe and God bless us all. Lodi ako.
Add it up.